What is going on, Knicks Nation? Welcome into Knicks Media. Good morning, everybody. The New York Knicks get a win last night. I was unable to make a video after the game, so I wanted to go live in the AM to share my thoughts of the New York Knicks victory over the Brooklyn Nets. They are winners of back-to-back games, and I'm excited to talk about all the latest news about these New York Knicks. Now, last night wasn't perfect. We saw the Brooklyn Nets almost steal the win. The Knicks went ice cold in the fourth quarter. I mean, they could not buy a bucket. What was going on? But at the end of the day, they turned it on. And Josh Hart with one of the best rebounds you'll ever see. The most Josh Hart thing possible. Johnson misses the three-pointer. Josh Hart soars out of nowhere, gets the rebound. He has one leg in bounds. His body weight is flying out of bounds, calls a timeout, perfect timing. He gets the timeout, and the Knicks eventually get the job done. Knicks Galaxy's in the chat. Good morning, my friend. What's up, Knicks Galaxy? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Shout out to everybody tuning in on X. Shout out to everybody tuning in on YouTube. This show is being powered by BetUS, the #1 online sports book on the face of the planet, folks. We're excited about that, and I want to talk about the latest news regarding the trade rumors. Mitchell Robinson could be returning soon. And are the New York Knicks going to be making a trade? And, of course, talking about that Knicks win last night. There's a lot of things that I've been noticing about the New York Knicks as of late, and I wanted to share my thoughts with it right here on YouTube. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Excited to get into it with you all. All right. So with that being said, let's get straight into business. First and foremost, last night, I just want to say it feels good to keep owning those Brooklyn Nets. They beat us how many in a row? 9 straight, and we are returning the favor. And I think the Knicks have won 9 in a row against that team. And the crosstown rivalry is one-sided right now. They got the better of us. Now we got the better of them. And boy, oh boy, I think every Knicks fan understood the impact of that game last night where we needed to make sure we beat the Brooklyn Nets. I don't want to hear it from any Nets fan. We were in Brooklyn. You felt the Knicks energy there. And the fact that they got the job done, even in a pesky way, even in a game where Jalen Brunson wasn't playing his best ball, I feel like it was, he played his really good ball at the end, but only 17 points. Karl Anthony Towns dealing with that thumb injury, 25 points, 16 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks. Can't say enough good things about Karl Anthony Towns. We're seeing more players make impacts off the bench. Precious Achiuwa with the big 17 minutes off the bench, 11 points last night. Deuce McBride with 18 minutes, 7 points. Cameron Payne with 9 minutes. We're seeing Tom Thibodeau slowly open up the bench a little bit more, even though I know that the starting 5 still played all 34-plus minutes each. I still think it's a good sign for the foreseeable future to get this Knicks team back on track in terms of minutes distribution. Josh Hart, 7, 9, and 12. Mikal Bridges, 3 of 13 in his return to the in Brooklyn. Not a great sign from Mikal Bridges offensively, but that's okay because you don't just need him to provide on offense. You need him to provide on defense as well. All right. So at the end of the day, I am excited to see the foreseeable future of this Knicks team. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. Go win. That's the energy, Knicks Galaxy. Awesome LA, who is a Brooklyn Nets fan, comes in. Congrats. You beat undermanned team with no talent, and you only beat them by 4 points. A win is a win. So I am going to be happy about if it's a win, no matter who we're versing, no matter who's injured. I don't care how many points it was. A W is a W, and the winning streak lives on. How about that? How about that? All right. Now, there's a lot of things I wanted to talk about with you guys regarding the trade rumors that's upcoming. Starting off with Mitchell Robinson. SNY's Ian Begley came out with an article on Monday that he was seen Mitchell Robinson in the locker room before the game, and apparently he looks slimmed down, Mitchell Robinson, which I find very interesting. Mitchell Robinson was like 278 pounds last year, and there was something on Instagram or some type of social media where Mitch said he's down to 268 in the offseason. Now you can assume that he slimmed down even more. And if you guys remember Mitchell Robinson, when he first entered the NBA, he was slim, he was agile, quick on his feet, had that second jump, right? He'd go up and get the rebound, come back down, jump up within an instinct and get the putback dunk. So if Mitch can come back healthy and be more slim and be more agile, that's huge. But the big question is he actually going to stay healthy? I think that's the biggest thing that every single Knicks fan wants to know is, will he be able to stay healthy? That's the unfortunate thing about Mitch. And if he's not healthy in time, the Knicks are going to have to make a very tough decision, right? The Knicks are going to have to make a very tough decision about Mitchell Robinson. Do they trade him if he's not fully healthy? Do they trade somebody else? Because let's be honest, the Knicks need help off the bench heading into the playoffs. I mean, I love Precious. I love Deuce, Cameron Payne, Shamit, but we're going to need more reinforcements. The Knicks are rumored to be linked to Jonas Valanciunas, which is a name to watch out for. So there's a lot of opportunities. Why me, the Jets fan? I'm looking for wake up and ball, but I see Knicks media. Let's go. Shout out to my guy. Yeah, we had to postpone wake up and ball this morning. Something happened with TD. So we had to postpone wake up and ball this morning. So that's why I'm like, you know what? If I'm not on wake up and ball, I got to go live on Knicks media, talk about the game last night. You feel me? And then we'll be live on Jets media right after this to talk about the Aaron Glenn stuff. So stay tuned for that. But at the end of the day, I feel like this Knicks team showed last night that they find ways to win, and it was against a bad team. No offense to Brooklyn. But they're, separating themselves in the Eastern Conference. And listen to this stat. There's only 4 teams in the NBA with 29 wins. The Boston Celtics, Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And the Knicks are that 4th team. And I've been very consistent. The elite of the NBA, in my opinion, this year is OKC, Boston, and Cleveland. And you can argue the New York Knicks are right below them. We haven't beat any of those teams yet. We lost to OKC twice this year. We lost to Cleveland. We lost to Boston. I'm excited to match up against them again. I'm not going to be ignorant. I'm not going to be biased and say that the Knicks are on the same level as those teams yet. I think there's an opportunity for them to be on that level by the end of the season and to kick off next season for sure. But I feel like that's where we're trending towards. You talk about those 3 teams, OKC, Boston, Cleveland, what makes them so great? Their depth and also their continuity. Them playing together for so long, so many years, they've had that core together. And the Knicks, you could argue this is their first season together with Cat, with Bridges, with OG and Harden, Brunson playing as the starting 5 together, right? So I think that we have to allow this team to go through the highs, go through the lows, and figure out each other. So that's how I look at it. Falcon says our bench isn't ready yet, which is why we're wondering, are we going to make a trade? I mean, Deuce McBride, definitely I have trust off the bench. 3 of 6 last night, 7 points, of course. Cameron Payne, he's hit or miss. He's like a hot and cold streak. You just don't know what you're getting from Cameron Payne ever. Precious Achiuwa, I trust off the bench. Landry Shamet, he basically put up nothing. In 6 minutes, he did nothing. But I definitely agree. We need some more bench help. And I feel like the Knicks are going to be aggressive at the trade deadline to add some more reinforcements off the bench for sure. So we shall see. We need Devo back to play backup shooting guard. Yeah, in a perfect world, he's back here, but I'll do that trade all over again. I think, would you agree, Falcon? I mean, let's be honest. We sacrificed Dante and Randall for Cat. Look what Cat's doing, bro. Look what Karl Anthony Towns is doing. So I think that, if we're going to look back and, reevaluate the trade the Knicks made before the season for Karl Anthony Towns, I think it was well worth it. 110%. That's how I look at it. But folks, do me a favor. Simply smash the like button and subscribe here to Knicks Media. If you're new, we'll be making content all season long. We appreciate all the support and all the love here on the channel, man. The New York Knicks are coming off that big win. And I say big win just because, listen, we need to keep stacking these W's. We need to stop, falling to teams that are below us. And let's be honest, the Brooklyn Nets are below the Brooklyn Nets. We need to make sure that we are taking care of business. What up, Richie? Checking in from Hong Kong. Oscar, that's awesome, man. Oscar from Hong Kong is tuning into Knicks Media. Salute to you, bro. Much love. Deuce and Sims isn't it. I agree on Sims. I disagree with Deuce. I think Deuce McBride is it. He is someone that I absolutely trust. I think that he's somebody that you look at his, frame of work and his development. He's a great player to come in off the bench. He fits what this Knicks team needs. His hamstring injury kind of faulted. He was playing very good ball before he went out, that hamstring. And now he's trying to get his feet underneath him again and get back to a rhythm, back into a flow state. So I like Deuce as our 6-man. I really do. Not to say we don't need to go out there and make some trades to provide more depth. But if there was one guy off the bench I trust, it's Deuce. And I'll even throw Precious in there. 100%. Hit that like, hit that thumbs up icon. My boy, Knicks Galaxy, my guy. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. So I feel like, the win last night against the Brooklyn Nets shows that we're stacking up the win. Who we got next? We got Sacramento at home, Memphis, Denver. We're back home, man. This month of January, the Knicks are home a lot at Madison Square Garden. We got to take advantage of that. Now, I wanted to share the odds on BetUS for the New York Knicks to win the East, just to see the updated odds. I like to check out the odds all season long to see where the Knicks are at. So the Celtics are the favorite at -105, and the Cavs are the second favorite. I find that very interesting. Do you guys think this is disrespectful to Cleveland? Because they're in first place by a large margin. I know Boston won the championship last year, so yes, they should be the clear favorite. But I feel like it's disrespectful to Cleveland. That's how I look at it. Cleveland has proven to be a very good basketball team this year, and the Knicks are in third in odds at +550. If you guys want to check out BetUS Sportsbook, definitely consider doing that with the code YouTube150 when you sign up for 150% bonus. They got NBA prop bets. They got all you need, parlays, sportsbook, casino, racebook, all you need to know. Also, your boy Richie is featured on their BetUS TV show every weekday at 3 p.m. EST, The Huddle Show, talking all things NFL. So much love to BetUS Sportsbook and BetUS TV for sponsoring this show. Even though it's early, if we were to play Boston in the second round and lose, do you think the season was a failure? Great question. Great question. Are we taking it to 7 games? Are we getting swept? Are we losing in 5? You know, I think a second round exit, no matter how you cut it, is not going to be a positive, right? When you can't really. That's 3 straight years getting bounced in the second round, hypothetically, right? And I think that any Knicks fan will tell you that's a negative. That's a negative. So I feel like you can definitely say it's a disappointment, a failure. But how do we stack up? Do we lose in 7? Like, I don't know. It's tough because if you look at the standings, that's what the second round would be. With Cleveland as the first seed and the Knicks in Boston at the second and third seed, they would be matched up against Boston in the second round if they both advance past the first. So that's going to be interesting. We're missing Mitch, and Devo is gone. We do need Mitch back. And, bro, I know Devo ain't even playing well in Minnesota. I mean, he's actually been playing better. I take that back. He started off the season bad. I love Devo, don't get me wrong, but I'm not missing Devo as much just because Cat is a dog, bro. If Cat wasn't playing the level that he's playing, I would be definitely missing Devo a little bit more. But boy, oh boy, that trade was so worth it, bro. Come on now. Obviously, we would love Devo off the bench. That would be massive. But I'm not missing him because I know that we had to give him up for Karl-Anthony Towns. Our starting lineup is the best starting lineup debate. I agree. I mean, name a better starting 5. We have all 5 of our starters are averaging 14+ points per game. Does anybody know if that's happening anywhere else in the NBA? Swept in the second round is a failure. Well, that ain't happening. We're not getting swept, LaSalle. All right, hater. But I think that what the New York Knicks have provided this season, I mean, let's be honest. I also think Knicks fans, I don't know how to say this. Like, we're 29-16. Come on. 29-16. The 3rd seed in the East. Let's not forget where we came from. Like, I'm not going to say I'm satisfied or whatever. I know that there's more room for improvement, but like, we're the 3rd seed in the East. We used to never even be considered in the NBA playoffs. And I know that's a loser's mentality to just be complacent, but like, I am appreciating the New York Knicks having a consistent team that is winning and not a laughingstock. Come on, folks. I'm very content with the Knicks this season. 29-16, 13 games above 500, with a chance to keep getting better and better as the season goes on. I mean, come on. The healthier and healthier we get. I ain't no hater, just spitting facts. What facts have you said? That we're getting swept in the second round? That's not a fact. We never got swept in the second round, bruh. Don't forget, Brunson dropped 50+ points consistently, LOL. What's his hold up this year? I think the thing about Brunson you have to consider, in my opinion, is Brunson last year, remember, when he started putting up 50 plus a night, what happened before that? Randall got hurt. OG got hurt. So there was literally no other option around him scoring-wise. So Brunson literally had to put the team on his back, had to be the scorer. Otherwise, we would lose games. Now, Brunson has Cat to lean on. He has Bridges to lean on. He has OG to lean on. We're healthy around him. So we don't have to rely on Brunson to put up the points. And don't get it twisted, too. In the month of January, Brunson's averaging like 28, 29 points per game. So he's been putting up, I mean, last night he'd only put up 17 points, but he's been putting up some good numbers, in my opinion. He has. Team too soft to win a championship. AJ Live is not in on the Knicks. He thinks they're too soft. Greetings from Poland. Let's go. Absolutely love to hear that. We got Knicks fans tuning in from Hong Kong. We got Knicks fans from Poland. Where are you guys from in the chat? Let me know. It's freaking awesome to see you guys. AJ Live is hating on the Knicks because we're quote-unquote too soft. Damn. Want to trade for Butler? Nah, man. We can't fit Butler on this team. We got our version of Jimmy Butler. He's not as good, but he fits the Knicks. Josh Hart is our Butler. I'm not comparing the two. I know that Jimmy Buckets is way better offensively, but when it comes to that gritty player, like we have Josh Hart, Jimmy Buckets is not fitting on this team. I also don't want that kind of mindset on the locker room. So we'll see. Need to find more minutes for Shamet and Payne. Tibbs' second half rotation is not consistent with the first half. Yeah, he seems to really adjust as the game goes on. Trade OG and Bro. No. No, thank you. We're trading OG now and Mitch for Butler. Maybe some picks. What are we talking? OG? No. No. I cannot disagree more with this one. No offense. Why are we getting up on OG, bro? His defense is like, don't look at OG's box score and his offensive numbers and think that he's not playing well. Come on, bro. His defense is literally a huge factor of the Knicks' success. Forcing turnover. That is like the worst trade. Come on, man. OG Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson, and picks for Jimmy Butler. Nah, bro. I don't want someone that is talking like that and trying to force his way out of town. The Knicks don't need that. The Knicks are trying to build a culture. The Knicks are trying to build a team of players that want to be there. And chemistry is very important. I don't want to break up that chemistry. OG Anunoby is a dog. Come on, man. So, we'll see. We'll see. I think that with the trade deadline looming, Jonas Valanciunas is a name to watch out for at the backup center position. There's a lot of interesting names. A lot of interesting names that we got to consider here. Oh, look, my neon sign finally turned on. That thing always is delayed. But, yeah. Folks, don't forget to subscribe here to Knicks Media. I appreciate all the support and the consistent love on the channel. Knicks coming off a win against Brooklyn last night. A lot of room for improvement. We also have, like, a long time until they play again. We got 3 days off. 3 days off until our next game on Saturday. All right. No Knicks basketball today, tomorrow, or Friday. And then Saturday is when the Knicks will be back against the Sacramento Kings. So we'll see. I think once we get to the All-Star break, the team will settle in for a playoff push. Yeah, I agree. I mean, we're in a prime position for a playoff push. Let's not act like we're the 9th seed or even the 7th seed too. We're the 3rd seed in the East. We're 1-2 in a row. We're 5-5 in our last 10 games, which is not up to our standards. We definitely want to be able to get on a rhythm. And I agree with you. I agree to the notion that we're going to start playing our best ball post All-Star break, going into the postseason. At least I hope. Come on now. So we'll see, man. We'll see. So I'm going to wrap up the show here now, folks. Shout out to Knicks fans all across tuning into Knicks Media. I'm about to go live on Jets Media to talk about the Aaron Glenn and the Jets head coaching search. So go check me out over there on Jets Media if you are interested. I appreciate all the love here on the channel. If you guys want to check me out over on Jets Media, definitely consider that. It's going to redirect you to that channel right after this stream ends. Salute to everybody. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out of the building. Would mean a lot to me, guys. If you can simply hit the like button on your way out. Salute to Knicks fans across the world. I'm excited to keep grinding on this channel and keep watching our Knicks succeed. Hopefully, big shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this show and all the shows throughout the season. No Wake Up and Ball today. And for people that have no idea what Wake Up and Ball is, it's a show I do every morning on Roundtable Sports, talking all sports, 8:30 a.m. weekdays on Roundtable Sports YouTube channel. They got canceled this morning, so that's why I'm like, I got to go live on Knicks Media and talk about my Knicks. All right? Knicks Media, great job. Falcon, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you. Brother. Much love to you. My Holy King in the chat. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you later. Peace out.